Hello, my amazing, beautiful, wonderful, fantastic friends, and welcome back to my channel. So I am very excited to film today's video. I'm sure you already have read the title, but I'm going to be eating like anime characters for the day. If you didn't know, if you can't tell, I love anime. I absolutely love anime. I despised anime for the longest time. I remember growing up, I just hated anything Asian. It was the internalized racism for me, you know? And I hated anything Asian. I hated K-pop. I hated anime. And look at me now. So like I said, this video is just going to be me eating like anime characters for the day. I'm very excited to film it. So if you guys end up enjoying this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. But if you absolutely hate it, then of course you can give it a thumbs down. That's okay too. And as always, subscribe for more content by your certified damsel in distress. And this video could totally be in multiple parts because there are so many anime out there in the world, and anime food always hits different, you know? It has power. It just makes you hungry. Even if you've just had a full 5-course meal, you watch an anime, they show a food scene, you're like, I want that. So of course, if you also want to see a part 2 to this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. So of course, first things first, gotta start off with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. So for breakfast, I'm going to be having some toast. Yes, I know it's not exactly extravagant, but it's like a meme in anime world where if a character is like running late to school or running late to work, usually school, if a character is running late, they have a piece of toast in their mouth. That's it. That's the joke. I don't know. That's the meme. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be having for breakfast. I'm just going to do, this bread's a lot smaller than I thought it was. Let's do 3 pieces. Vegan butter and this 4 fruits, all natural ingredients, jam, jelly, jam, I don't know. And that's gonna be our toppings for our toast. 5-star Michelin. I have to stop doing Stray Kids references. The same Stray Kids reference too. I have no variety. I have no creativity. I just quote one line from God's menu and that's it. So this first meal is obviously not really based off of one single anime. I could base this off of a variety of different animes. The first anime I thought of when I was thinking of this breakfast is Daily Lives of High School Boys, because they literally have a scene where they make fun of this trope.
Oh, jeez.
I just burned myself. It's fine. Got 3 pieces of toast here. I love how I'm doing this like it's some crazy recipe, but it's just toast with some butter and jam. It's not that complicated, but here I am. First things first, we're gonna apply the butter generously. I could literally make this whole entire video based off of Food Wars, which is Shokugeki no Soma. It's basically like a sports anime, but cooking. I haven't watched it in a while. I honestly don't even remember where I left off, but I think that might be fun. I feel like that one would be really difficult to veganize. I also feel like it would be a cop-out to just do foods from that anime because it's so easy. I kind of like finding different animes, like multiple animes where I could do this, you know? God, I wish I could find a clip where they were having like peanut butter and jelly. That would be bomb, because then I could have just 3 pieces PB&J toast. Do they even have PB&J in Japan, or is that like a weird combination to them? I'm sorry if that comes off really uncultured, which like it probably is, but I just know that, you know, combinations in America, those aren't combinations around the entire world. Even though Americans like to think that they're the center of the world and that the world only cares about them, it's not true. Contrary to popular American belief, other places exist. Wow, doesn't that look beautiful? Is this not the most gourmet thing you've ever seen? That crunch though, I should have done it slower, like some ASMR. This is such a like boring, plain breakfast. Not even really breakfast, it's like a snack, but it's so good. Really wish I had some peanut butter with this, but it's fine. Hello my friends, I have returned and I'm going to be making my second meal based off of an anime. And this food, this little meal, snack, whatever you want to call it, is based off of 2 of my personal favorite anime. It can honestly be based off of multiple different anime, but when I was thinking of this process, I was thinking of these 2 anime specifically. And the first one is Haikyuu. I love Haikyuu so much. It is my comfort anime. So it's based off of many scenes from Haikyuu, and it's also based off of Fruits Basket, which is one of my favorite manga, and now that it has like the revamped anime, it's becoming one of my favorite anime of all time as well. So yeah, Haikyuu and Fruits Basket. we are making onigiri, and I love onigiri. I know you can make it super flavorful. You can add all types of different seasonings to rice or meats, or I've seen like tofu and kimchi, and just you could do whatever you want with onigiri. I personally like my onigiri really simple. Am I the only one? I love the taste of plain rice, just plain white rice. I know it has like no flavor, but for some reason I think it tastes super good. I like to keep my onigiri very simple, so I'm going to be making it with some sesame oil, sesame seeds, and some soy sauce, and that's it. So let's get to putting them together. So we are just starting off with some plain sushi rice, and onigiri for me, I'm sure many people think it's super easy. The shaping is a little complex. I find it a little difficult, but that's also because I have no coordination and I suck at everything I do. Sesame oil, not a lot because then it gets a little too slippery and the rice falls apart. Same with the soy sauce, you don't want to add too much. Sesame seeds, I love sesame seeds so much. You honestly don't need to add any seasonings if you really don't want to. You can just have it plain, and that's totally valid. I support you in anything you decide to do. Just if you're using any liquidy seasonings like sesame oil or soy sauce, just don't overdo it because you want the rice to still be sticky. So make sure your hands are clean, and I also like when my hands are a bit damp because then you can shape the rice easier and it won't stick to your hands as much. And you just kind of form it into the shape of a little triangle. And then you're gonna take a little piece of seaweed and ta-da! Got yourself a little onigiri. I know it's not perfect, but neither am I. They don't have to be perfect. They all are gonna taste the same. What's your guys' favorite anime? My favorite anime is probably Haikyuu is my comfort anime. I've watched Haikyuu the most. I've rewatched Haikyuu the most. But the best anime I think I've ever seen is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or Hunter x Hunter. They're just so good. I don't know how to explain it. I think all the characters are amazing. The art is beautiful. Music is amazing. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter, those are probably like the best anime I've ever seen. Haikyuu is probably my favorites. And then Akatsuki no Yona, which is, if you didn't know, that's the reason why my hair is red. That's also what my Instagram handle is because she's Princess Yona, so Hawk calls her Yona Hime. So I'm Diana Hime. And here we have our little onigiri. I think the seaweed's like too big for the triangles that I made, but it's fine. It's gonna taste great, so it's okay. I was contemplating if I should just make a giant onigiri because of this one picture of Hinata. He has like a big rice ball, and I was like, maybe I should make it like that. But I opted for 3 little small ones. And again, you can flavor onigiri however you want. There is no wrong way to do it. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. Something about eating rice like this makes it taste better. Ah, I love rice. Top tier. The character I relate to the most in Haikyuu is that one girl. During the barbecue scene, she takes like a bunch of onigiri and she just shoves it in her mouth. If I were an anime character, that would be me. Tis time for dinner, and I did change my shirt into this beautiful shirt that my best friend, my wife, bought me. Is it not amazing? This is a panel from the Boku no Hero manga. It's just Todoroki being Todoroki. And in honor of Todoroki, who is my favorite Boku no Hero Academia character, his favorite meal is zaru soba. So for dinner, that is exactly what I'm going to be making. So I felt like wearing this shirt was very fitting for this meal. So I've had zaru soba before. It's just cold soba. And I've had it before. I honestly don't even remember what it tastes like. I remember I liked it. Let's hope I don't find a way to mess this up, even though I seem to find a way to mess anything up. So I went to the Asian market earlier today and I got most of the ingredients that I need. I just didn't get dried kelp because I guess the Asian market I went to was sold out. So this recipe does call for sake as well. So I got this beautiful little bottle of sake. Like, this bottle is more attractive than I am, which I know is not hard to do, but like, look at her serving. So this recipe is for 4 servings, I think. So I'm gonna cut this down a bit. I'm gonna cut this recipe in half. So I'm gonna need 1/4 of a cup of sake, 1/4 of a cup of sake, 1/8 of a cup of mirin. All I've been rewatching today is Haikyuu, of course, as per usual. Watching Haikyuu is my personality trait. I think we're gonna finish rewatching Bunny Girl Senpai, because that's an amazing anime as well. And then I'm gonna need, how much soy sauce? I'm gonna need 1/4 of a cup. I have to add 3 dried shiitake mushrooms, and then I'm supposed to cover it and let it simmer for 10 to 30 minutes. Now the water is boiling for the soba, so I'm gonna add 2 bundles. Oh, that is so much soba. Oh my gosh. Once the soba noodles are ready, we're gonna drain, then rinse it under cold water. I'm just gonna transfer them to a bowl. You're usually supposed to serve zaru soba over like a bamboo sheet or something, but I do not have that, so I have to be uncultured and just serve it in a normal bowl. Perfect. Once the broth is done simmering, you're going to want to strain it. I just forgot to film, but I strained it, so the mushrooms are in here. And I don't know if I'm gonna have all of the broth, so I just put it in this little container. But I'm gonna transfer a little bit to this bowl here. And then you're gonna wanna dilute it a little bit with some iced water or chilled water. I'm gonna say maybe that much is gonna be okay. Then you're gonna wanna taste it to make sure that it's not too salty. If it's too salty, add more water and you'll be good to go. So add water slowly or else it's gonna be too diluted by the time you find your liking, you know? And now we gotta add the final touches to this. So first things first, I'm gonna add some green onion, of course. And then you can also slice your own seaweed, but I have this pre-packaged like seaweed sprinkle. Like so. And there we have it. That's basically it. It's super easy to make, and I somehow managed to not mess it up. So if I can do it, anyone can. Okay, now I'm going to try this. Hopefully I don't make a mess on my shirt. Dip it. Ah, God, that's so good. Dip. I just splashed on my face. But it's so good. I know you can just use this and dip it like that, but holding this up, I know I'm gonna spill this everywhere. That's why I'm using a separate bowl. It's just a recipe for disaster. I know me. I know me. God, it's so good. I feel like initially when you're looking at it, it doesn't look that appetizing, but I promise it is so refreshing. It's really good for summer. Like when you still want noodles, but it's 90 degrees outside, this is perfect. So, I finished the noodles, all of them. They were so good. I'm so unbelievably full right now, but I couldn't stop eating them. They were like addicting. Todoroki, baby, I get it. I get it. I get the hype, but I need dessert. Obviously, I cannot end the night without dessert. So I'm going to be having a chocolate chip cookie. I might have another one, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna be having a chocolate chip cookie. And this cookie is based off of a very iconic scene in Ouran High School Host Club. The twins are also my favorite characters in that anime. Solid. Sadly, I don't have any cute anime boys to eat this with, but that's fine. But that is going to be the last thing I have for tonight, which means that is going to conclude this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed filming it. So please give it a thumbs up to let me know if you did. But of course, if you absolutely hated it, which I wouldn't blame you for, you can give it a thumbs down. That's okay too. Comment anything else you'd like to see on my channel and subscribe for more content by yours truly. And before you go, if you haven't already heard today, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are so valid, and I am so happy that you are alive. I love you so, so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!
It's